For the first time in a while, the Bears are on a win streak. Can they keep it going? Today, I wanted to talk about the Bears' schedule over the next 5 games and the opportunity at hand. I remember just about 10 days ago when the Bears were 0-2, and a lot of fans and media people had given up on the season. They were saying, fire Ryan Poles, Ben Johnson is a fraud, bench Caleb Williams, and so much more. I had faith, and I felt like this team was on the verge of a breakthrough. I asked my viewers to have a little bit more patience and outlined why the Bears should have a chance to win the next 4 games. Since I made that video, the Bears are 2-0, and they can actually make that come true over the next 3 weeks. Setting at 0-2 after getting blown out by the Lions, it kind of felt like this team wouldn't be able to beat anybody, and I understood fans' frustration. However, I truly believe that this team was better than what we had seen on the football field in Detroit. And I believe they've showed that over the last couple of weeks. Now things are a bit different. There is a buzz around this team in Chicago after winning 2 straight. Are the Bears back? This is what the new era of Bears football was supposed to feel like. And now the Bears are on a winning streak. After losing 12 of the last 13 games, this franchise was pretty much at rock bottom. The amount of losing we'd done in the last 5 years is mind boggling, and we were in danger of falling to 0-3 and letting this season slip away. Instead, Ben Johnson got this team to respond. They showed tenacity and character when they came out and dominated the Dallas Cowboys. Our back was against the wall, and we responded in a major way. But the NFL is never about just one week, and one game never changes who you really are. But the Bears would come out and show fight on the road and prove that this isn't the same team we've been watching in previous years. With a gritty win over the Raiders, Ben Johnson's first win on the road. This team has lost so many close games over the last decade that most of the time it felt inevitable to lose, no matter who the opponent was or what kind of lead we had. It had become part of our culture. We were a losing football team, and this team always found way to lose games like that. Ben Johnson embraced that, and he challenged these guys when he took the job. He said it. The Bears aren't good at winning games, and these guys on the roster are going to have to change that. And now our new head coach is doing everything he can to change that narrative. And it's something that isn't easy. This team has been losing for decades, years and years and years. In order to reset that culture and really take this team into a new era of football, Ben Johnson had to dig deep and make these guys want to be winners. That's the sign of a real head coach. And I'm confident that we have finally entered that new era of Bears football that I've been talking about, led by none other than Ben Johnson. Now it's about continuing to build on that momentum and winning football games, getting better every week, and building on the foundation that's been set. The Bears have won 2 straight games heading into the bye week, but should be in a position to continue winning if we can continue playing great football. The next 5 games present an opportunity for the Bears to get some wins and play winning football. 5 games, all featuring winnable matchups, with the Ravens game posing as the most daunting challenge, and even they've struggled recently. Let's take a look at the Bears' next 5 opponents. First up, we have 2 weeks to get prepared for a rematch against the Washington Commanders, a team that was one of the NFL's best last year, a surprise team, but they seem to have fallen back down to earth a bit in 2025. Star quarterback Jaden Daniels has been out with a knee injury, and Carson Wentz is currently leading the charge. This is a team that is good, but is definitely not unbeatable. They're 2-2 right now and missing some key players. They're a team that the Bears lost to via Hail Mary last year. We almost beat them with Matt Eberflus as head coach. We should be able to compete in this one, and this is more than just a regular game. This will be a real test for Chicago. What can Ben Johnson do with 2 weeks to prepare for an opponent? I can't wait to find out. After that, we have a home matchup against one of the NFL's worst teams, and you can't overlook them, but the 0-4 New Orleans Saints are coming up, a team that's allowed double the points they've scored and they've simply not looked like a winning football team. The Saints will be in the running to land the number one overall pick in next year's draft, and quite simply, this is a game we need to win at home. Good football teams don't lose games like this. You can't overlook teams in the NFL, and this one could be a trap game, but we need to take care of business against the Saints. And after that, we have a huge matchup on the road against one of the NFL's best, a team that's in win now mode right now, the Baltimore Ravens, a team that has Super Bowl aspirations and a ton of talent. They've fallen to 1-3, and some people are wondering just how good the Ravens are. But this is a team you simply cannot overlook. They're way better than that record indicates. The 3 games they lost were all to Super Bowl contending playoff teams, losing to the Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, and the Detroit Lions. The Ravens are a victim to one of the toughest early season schedules in the league, but they have plenty of time to turn things around. This will be our biggest test of the entire first half of the season. But then after traveling to Baltimore, the Bears have 2 more very winnable games. First against the Cincinnati Bengals, another talented team that is just reeling right now after Joe Burrow's injury. They're a good football team, and we can't take them lightly. But without Joe Burrow, they are very beatable, and this is another game that the Bears can win. Same with the Giants in Week 10. They have some talent, and they just picked up their first win of the season after turning the ball over to rookie quarterback Jackson Dart. And they have one of the NFL's best defensive lines. But overall, they're not one of the NFL's best teams, and they represent another very winnable matchup for the Chicago Bears, who have a perfect opportunity to go on a win streak here. After managing to win against the Raiders on the road, it was huge for this team going forward. Now we're 2-2 with a bye week to get healthy and a favorable schedule after that. And listen, the second half of the season is pretty brutal. So the Bears need to get better, and they need to do it now. These next 5 games offer the perfect opportunity to see how good this team really is. And for once, I'm excited to see what our head coach, Ben Johnson, can do. This team isn't as bad as they were in the Lions loss, and probably not quite as good as some fans thought after that Cowboys victory. We're somewhere in between. How good are the 2025 Chicago Bears? I can't wait to find out. But I'd like to thank Profit X, my sponsor for this video, America's #1 peer-to-peer sports prediction market. Use promo code SWIFT, sign up today, and you can get up to $200 in bonus cash to use on all your plays. And Profit X isn't just for football. They got things like the Ryder Cup and the MLB playoffs if you're looking to play other sports. But be sure to use promo code SWIFT and sign up today. I couldn't be more excited to see what Ben Johnson can do for this team. With 2 weeks to prepare for the Commanders, it's going to be a showdown on Monday Night Football, and the whole world is going to be watching. Let me know what you guys expect in the comments. As always, I appreciate everyone who watches. Please hit that like button for me. Stay tuned, and until next time, bear down.